Hello and welcome to Fish on Northwest. We're in Tommy Dunlin.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
9 feet out behind me right now, so put your stopper up there on your mono.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slow grind in the morning, you know, and that happens sometimes.
When you present it, you're sweeping it over an area. Now, when you get these big, wide areas...
Yeah, those are the new Columbia River Pop from McKay crab and shrimp here.
There we go.
Yes, indeed.
Nicely done, buddy.
That's a beautiful fish, Dwayne. Nicely done.
Thanks for rolling me into him, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Hello and welcome to Fish on Northwest. Wayne England coming to you live from the Fish on Northwest studio located here in Olympia, Washington. You may have noticed I'm flying solo. Tommy had a schedule conflict. Mario didn't have time to grace us with his presence. And of course, Herzog's on the other side of the mountain and unavailable for today's program. So, hey, you're stuck with me. And ironically enough, if you can believe this, this is my 250th show. That's right. Today, we are actually bringing you our 250th show here at Fish Hunt Northwest. I just want to take a minute to thank all of you who follow us each and every week. It's so great to be able to come in studio week in and week out and get out on the water in the field, creating the content we do that you folks appreciate. And it's only because of you, the followers and the fans, that keep us going through your support. And of course, our sponsors, our show sponsors are so vital to keeping this up and going. And through you patroning our sponsors, it all works. And we ask that you continue to do so that we may continue to bring you this content week in and week out, year after year. And if we're fortunate, we'll shoot for the next 250. And speaking of which, you know, we're busy and on the road often this time of year, lots of fisheries to go after. A few days ago, got up at a 3 a.m. Time frame and headed south 3.5 hours only to, tie in with a few buddies. Toby Wyatt, Scott Kaul, and Mario was with us, and we got into some great springer fishing above the Dalles Dam down there on the Columbia. And we're going to bring that to you later on in the program. And then just a day or so later, back up at 3 a.m., headed north up past Marysville with an invite with Doug St. Denis to chase some smallmouth. And that was a fantastic day. Haven't fished bass for a number of years. Was really excited to get out there with Doug, spend some time on the water. And, you know, that's really this time of year, they're on beds. So it's sight fishing when the weather conditions allow you to do so. And we had a little bit of challenges. We had some wind and some chop and things that aren't ideal for what we are doing. But, you know, finesse fishing at its finest, ultralight gear, 3/16 ounce drop shot, and, you know, dangling soft plastics through their beds and kind of getting them fired up. It was an absolute blast. Like I said, haven't fished bass in a number of years, tossing those soft plastics with the ultralight gear. That brings us to this week's Peak Outdoor Moment of the Week.
Oh, there he is.
There you go. Nice job.
Ooh, that's a nice sized fish.
It is.
I felt him pick that up. There's no doubt about it. Just had to wait on him, huh, Doug? Oop.
That's right.
Out of the boat. That might be my biggest smallmouth to date. I never got him that big on Summit. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here. Yeah. Come on. Oh. Look at that guy. Thank you, sir.
That's a nice male.
Yeah.
Just like I thought, right around 2 pounds.
Boy, and it just came together just like it's supposed to.
Right.
You know? The way he picked it up, and he got pliers, or am I supposed to just try to get that out of there with my fingers?
So he was sitting on the right edge of that
yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, nice guy. Look at him. A little blood on his tail.
Yeah.
A little split there from working. Yeah, right on. Okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, there you go, a little tangle with a smallmouth, and we got into a number of them that day. It was an absolute blast and cannot wait to bring you the content. All right, running down today's show. We had a fantastic time fishing Spring Chinook with Toby Wyatt, owner at Real Time Fishing, and of course Scott Kaul, partner at Brad's Killer Fishing Gear. Mario Venti was also with us, and we hooked so doggone many Spring Chinook. You would have thought we were fall Chinook fishing. We landed a handful. We're going to bring you all of that on today's program. Then we'll jump into the bait lab, Spring Chinook rigging options, and the Brad's Evolution Flasher. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Then we're going to welcome to the program buddy Kaul Buschelman, Willamette Valley Outfitters, Depoe Bay Bottom Fish and Lingcod. It's absolutely go time. So do not go anywhere. Jumping out for a quick break. We come back. We'll be on the Columbia River with Toby Wyatt and Scott Kaul. The new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
I make my living catching fish, not only as a tournament angler, but as a guide as well. Catching fish is important, and Gamakatsu hooks for me, you know, they kind of help take the luck out of fishing a little bit just because they're a high quality hook. Obviously have a really good reputation for being very strong and very sharp. Gamakatsu, I use their products every day in the boat, and, you know, big part of my success.
Coming on the side, right here. Pick it up. Belly is what Gabe's been getting them on, and you don't need a whole lot of it in there. It lasts a long time. That's what I catch more on tuna belly than canned stuff.
All right, with the freshest tuna of all tuna belly.
All right. First rod out.
We fishing?
Yep. Oh. Actually go 28 and 25 on that other one.
Hey guys, Dwayne England Fish Hunt Northwest, and by the way, 3.5 hour road trip this morning.
Oh boy.
To come meet you.
Good thing we
Did you go to the right launch?
We eventually got there.
We got there.
Toby Wyatt, Banker Hours Fishing Guide Service. We're not starting till 9 a.m. So
Just got back from Mexico, you know.
Yeah, he's-
Manana.
Scott and Kaul, partner at Brad's. Everybody knows him. Toby, thanks for the invite, buddy.
Yeah.
Scott, great to get on the water.
Yeah,
it's been a
haven't
while.
seen you in a while. Appreciate
And we
it.
are here. We got Mario with us behind the camera. We got Jim helping out with the deckhand. And Toby, we're above the Dalles Dam. I've never done this fishery. Scott's never done this fishery. I was thinking daylight bite. We got to get here early, man. We're springer fishing, Scott. You
Usually
said,
a daylight snap.
9 o'clock. Just meet me at 9. We'll be fine. So here we are.
Yeah, no, it's something to do with being right above the dam and when they cross the dam. But usually a first light bite here never happens.
Interesting.
Yeah, it starts at like 10 and it goes late into the evening.
Okay.
And sure enough, we rolled up to the launch and we're on the dock, and the guy said, yeah, just a couple fish caught, but nothing really
happening.
big, no big snap. Not like a Drano thing where you see the big snap, usually first light, boom,
Yeah.
you get a lot of rods go off.
So everybody's up here in this particular area, pretty tight circle, troll up, troll down, just make a big long, like a long racetrack here. We're
Yeah,
on.
so right back here, you can see that gate back there.
Yeah.
That's the fish ladders.
Okay.
So they're popping out of there, and usually that's the hot spot.
Okay.
But, I mean, we'll catch them all through here.
Yeah.
And realistically, I think you could probably troll out there. You could probably troll anywhere around here and probably get fish, but they tend to mill here a little bit after they cross that dam.
Gotcha. Now we got 6 rods out or so. My math might be off. We're running prawn spinners with coon shrimp.
Oh yeah, we're missing one rod.
And we got a couple skinny minis on, Scott, on our bow rods. How much weight we running? Stern, mid, and to the bow?
12s, 10s, and an 8.
Okay. And are we suspended or on the deck with any of them? Pretty much suspended? What are we
We're
doing?
suspended. It's 40 foot right here.
Okay.
We got a line at 12. They're staggered from 12 to 20.
Okay.
And
All right.
yeah, we're gonna run 6. We got wait a minute, we got 6.
We got 6.
Okay, we got 6 out. So
Do the
we got 3 prawn spinners and 2 skinny minis.
Okay. Well, the day's just started.
4 prawn spinners, 2 skinny minis. We have 6 rods.
Yeah.
6 rods.
I like his math. I'm going with him.
He's still in Mexico time.
He's
all right.
He's a smart man. Anyway, we got the
There's a
spread
fish
out.
on the screen. Look
We
at
are in the
that.
water. We
Right
got
on
fish
one
on the
of our
live scope, and Toby's going to get us on the fish, bringing the day to you. Here we go.
The other day at Drano, I saw several fish under the boat, and I'm like, oh, we got them under us. And then all of a sudden, bam, he hit that rod, didn't stick. Bam, hit that rod, didn't stick. Bam, hit this rod, didn't stick.
Same fish?
Same, oh, I don't know. Like,
Oh, you said a group of fish.
yeah, there was
Gotcha, okay.
several.
Yeah.
And then that one got tacoed and he swallowed it. It was almost like he just come up and sniffed them all.
Yeah.
He is still in Mexico. He just referred to a fish taking a bait as getting tacoed.
We had a few tacos. This is one of my favorites. If anybody's ever heard me talk or any seminar or anything, I will have this one on, the Dusky, every year, every season. Doesn't matter, spring, fall, summer.
Trade spots with Mario. Huh? Trade spots with Scott. There you go. Yeah, you'll be a little better at that.
And then we've got a Chrome Evolution flasher on with the release, which I'm glad we did have the release because we needed it there at the beginning. And Chrome with a little green tape on it.
Nice. That was a nice, subtle. He just kind of chewed on it, you know, like he was kind of smacking on a piece of caramel, and then he just freaking annihilated it and ran it about 150 feet at least. Tanked 2 rods, but me and Mario's expert fishing abilities. Oh. That was crazy.
Hot fish.
This is a nice fish.
Got that snuffer on there.
Yeah, that snubber's palm.
Got out 100 feet. Quick.
Bingo!
Nice job, buddy.
Yeah. Beautiful springer.
All Defiance boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why all boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. All Defiance boats come standard with large fish boxes that are fully insulated so that you can ice your fish properly all day. All Defiance boats are foam flotation filled and unsinkable for the ultimate in safety while fishing offshore. Before you buy any boat, stop by or call Defiance Boats today to ensure you are getting the very best glass boat your money can buy.
Start your outdoor adventure at SportGo and Outdoor Emporium, 2 locations with the best selection of name brand outdoor gear at affordable warehouse pricing. Over 60,000 different items to fit in your adventure, like Gamakatsu fishing gear, premium grade high carbon steel hooks, Gamakatsu custom designed fillet and boning knives to tackle and storage containers. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Maximize your outdoor adventure with the right gear at SportGo and Outdoor Emporium, Fife and Seattle.
So these flashers are adjustable. There's 3 holes. Dwayne, you're running one of these and you have it in the top hole, and that's a standard thump of any other flasher. I dropped this one down into the middle hole, which just gave it a little extra thump. Not sure if it was the thump, the color of the bait, you know, whatever, but it worked. So we'll take it, it's a fish. Learn from that. Maybe we'll switch yours over to the middle because we've got 4 other rods now that are going the other way. So just kind of listen to what the fish are telling you and move on from there. So anyways, nice fish. Appreciate it. Good way to start the day.
Is he there, Mario?
Mario.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, not today, but yeah. Yeah.
All right, shake on.
Is he there, Mario? Yep.
Little baby one. Jack.
Jack.
I'm gonna flip him in.
Hand line it in, look at that.
Wow, we're on like Donkey Kong.
You them all up or what? Them all up for?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here, Scott, let me get back there.
Gone.
Gone?
Yeah.
All this mayhem.
That was a lot of bites right there.
Boom, boom.
Looking good. Oh, nice fish, Mario. You're doing a great job. Oh, he lost it.
Dude.
Lose it, lose it, lose it, lose it, lose it.
How many is that? 4.
4.
4 for Mario.
I got that jack.
Oh, he caught a jack.
3.5. Mario. Fish. He's on there. Yep.
You know if we can keep this fish?
I think. Woo! Finally. Scott, you're gonna love what this is on. This was a good change out. Here we go. Pretty close. Pretty close. Boy, boom, boom, boom. Toby, you said it, man. The bite's gonna come on.
3 of them. Real quick like.
Real quick like. Here you go, buddy.
Hold on, hold on. I got
Lead. You ready?
Here, yep.
Come on, buddy. There we go. Boy, nice. Got him.
Better get that electric, huh? There we go.
Nice job, my man.
Skinny mini with the hoochie.
Bonker.
Get the bunker. That might be done.
Still calling about Jack.
Insurance. Little net there. Here we go. Scotty boy.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Here we are.
Woo.
Slide that down.
Hold that.
Let me get this down here. There, I love it.
That's a Brad's kind of day.
I didn't have a Brad's kind of day. Look at the chartreuse and chrome.
Brad's kind of day right there.
Little
baby.
hoochie on there, huh?
I like that hoochie. So that's jackpot.
That's jackpot with a UV and glow hoochie. Of course,
How long ago did you put that out?
10 minutes ago maybe.
Gotcha.
I just swapped it out.
Yep.
Tuna belly inside, and well, we just got into a pile of fish. We just hit 3 fish, but then this rod finally went off. We hadn't had one on the front rod for a while, so you and I just keep changing out till we find something they like.
That's exactly right. And let them tell us what they want. And,
and there you go.
So we can
and
go
you
get
can,
another one.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Woo!
There, Mario.
Front right. Nice.
Right there.
Whoa. Are you serious?
Yeah. That came off right there. Dude, I'm not touching another fish today. You guys are real much.
That's his 5th one he's lost.
Keep them on, Mario.
Fighting you hard.
Don't let him own you, Mario.
I'm here.
There he is, Toby.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Let's have me or Jim reel in the next one.
Yeah.
It's just not Mario's day.
Yeah. It's not my day.
It happens.
It's gone. It's gone.
I got this sort of fish here. What do you think, Scott?
Dude, we've lost, what, 16 fish in a row? We've landed a few. The ones that we've landed have all been on the Evolution. So at this point, I'm saying, all right, we'll keep running our super baits here in the Evolutions, but on the spinners back there, let's just try it. Let's just run the Evolutions with the snubber. I mean, you and I have seen how it works. We know it keeps the fish on. Let's just switch all over to Evolutions and give it a shot. I mean, after losing 16 in a row, what do you got to lose? So now we just got to talk Toby into it.
Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water.
the Northwest's premier upland bird hunting destination. Located along the beautiful Umatilla River in eastern Oregon. Fully guided bird hunts with expert guides and top-notch dogs. Enjoy comfortable accommodation and gourmet meals at the Riverview Lodge. Book your sensational hunting experience with Horseshoe Curve Outdoors.
Do this, man. We got to rally.
Right here.
This needs 3 more.
Here right now.
Let's get a triple. Go out like rock star.
Toby,
Yeah.
we stuck one.
Got that kicker motor hook there.
Hot fish.
Gnarly fish.
Hot fish.
That thing's hot.
Real hot. Woo! Smoking. Whoa.
Them releases work good.
You think?
You're gonna make me spend a whole buttload more money, right?
Ha ha ha!
Yay!
How you like those releases by Brad's?
You know, we're like, now we're 4 for 17, I don't know, some crazy number. Anyway, Scott's like, come on, man, you ain't got nothing to lose. Let's try my releases on everything. I'm like, okay. First one, we nailed it.
The 3 adults we've landed today have been on Brad's release Evolution flashers. How about that?
That's a testament.
There you go. Is he there, Scott? Mario, you got to fight that fish.
No, I'm over here fighting one.
We got a double. Toby's got to fight that fish.
Yeah, I'm coming. Who's got it? Right here. Coming over. I got it. Here. Mario. What? Got it before. How about them apples? Woo! One's wild.
All right, buddy. We were, I don't know, what, 16 in a row we had no problems hooking them. Just a little issue with landing them.
Yes, I was like, why are we changing setups that are working? We're getting bit. Why are we changing?
Well, let's back up a little bit. We kept losing them. We weren't having a problem getting hooked up.
Right.
It was just landing them. We lost a bunch in a row. But the ones that we did land were with the releases, and so we're saying, oh, all right, let's see if there's something to it. We've lost this many.
I like the the rubber bumper, the shock absorber. It's like when I'm kokanee fishing. You know, I know that makes a huge difference. And it did. I'm a believer now. Keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace, because I gotta sell all my flashers so I can buy new ones.
I know a guy.
A Northwest favorite for almost 40 years, Arima boats are manufactured with pride in Bremerton, Washington. All Arima boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why Arima boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. Arima can offer every boat with Honda outboard packages so that you can take advantage of the reliability and 5-year top-to-prop warranty from your Honda outboard. Call or stop by Arima Boats today and let them help you get into your very next boat.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, a place where discovery and history thrive for young eyes and old alike. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
I make my living catching fish, not only as a tournament angler, but as a guide as well. Catching fish is important, and Gamakatsu hooks for me, you know, they kind of help take the luck out of fishing a little bit just because they're a high quality hook. Obviously have a really good reputation for being very strong and very sharp. Gamakatsu, I use their products every day in the boat, and, you know, big part of my success.
Well, Skipper, that's a give me that. That's a heck of a day.
Yeah.
Scotty?
I haven't seen a day like that in a long time.
Oh, my goodness.
That's awesome.
We lost track. Of course, I've never been very good at the math to begin with, but I think somewhere around 20, 21 takedowns and hookups.
7 for 23 would be the number.
Is that what you want to go with?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Toby, let's talk about that particular device laying in the middle of that pile of fish and how efficient and effective that thing became later in the day, especially when we changed over all your gear.
Well, this amazing piece of engineering right here.
Yeah.
We were using my traditional flashers. We'd never landed a single fish on those traditional flashers.
Today.
Not one.
Right.
Not one. We had lots of bites.
Lost every one of them.
Yeah, a lot of them right at the boat. So we put out the Evolution, Brad's Evolution there, which has this release. So when the fish bites, it releases. But then look at this. This is the ultimate part right here. It's a bungee. It's a bungee.
Yeah.
So the hook in the mouth is not going like this. See that? It's just kind of staying there.
Some tension on it.
With some tension. Game changer right there.
And when that fish turns, or it comes at you, the bungee takes up the slack and Fish runs off, it stretches it and go. What's that extent, Scott? 18 inches up to or something?
The other crazy thing was that time that we were just drifting.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's adjustable too.
Yeah.
So the speed's adjustable here. So you can drop it. The lower you drop your release, the slower you can go and still get the thump. So
It still
think
rotates,
low
yep.
and slow.
Right.
So you go into the bottom hole, you can go 0.8 miles an hour and still get your thump.
Yep.
So you'd had it drop, Dwayne, this was on your rod, you had it in that second hole down
Middle
there.
hole, yep.
Motor wasn't even running.
We were coasting like.
We were coasting, I think we just netted a fish
We
or
did.
something.
Yep.
And you're just coasting, but just with that coasting, you were getting the thump on your rod, and your rod went off right there.
And we got that fish, yep.
I ended up getting that fish.
So it was a game changer today. I mean, presentation, Toby, you know, to your credit in the wind, running the boat. What was the troll speed you were trying to maintain today? Downriver troll, we didn't hook anything going up, obviously, but downriver troll.
There was really no speed I could maintain, but 1 to 1.7.
And just keeping them kind of thumping,
just
right?
Keep them moving.
Thumping. Yep.
And it was just, you know, we had a crosswind all day, so had to go kitty wampus into it, had the electric out, that helped a bunch.
And we had to work for them. I mean, it wasn't just a slam dunk here. You know, we put in a long day, but it was only because we kept losing them. You know, who knows, if we started with 5 or 6 Evolution flashers this morning, dare I say we probably would have lost hardly any fish at all, but you never know. But
I mean, there's some luck that went in there to it. Super baits were biting early, and then the spinners were biting later.
And then that last fish just come out of nowhere. It's like, oh, we were ready
Bottom of the night.
ready to pull up the gear. I had unplugged microphones. I said, we're done. Let's get out of here. So
literally the words,
oh my gosh,
the words, reel them up, were coming out of my mouth, and the fish hit.
Phenomenal. Hey. Toby Wyatt, real-time fishing. Scott Kaul, partner of Brad's Killer Fishing Gear. Always a great time to fish with you guys.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I enjoy these days out on the water with you too, and
Mario Venti too.
And Mario is here and doing his thing.
Can't forget about Jim.
Jim is back there working all day for us. So
great job today, buddy. Nice
outstanding. Job. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. I got to get on the road to home, man. I got a bit of a drive, so appreciate the invite. Jumping out for a quick break, and we'll be back in studio right after this.
Well, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. What an eye-opener. I mean, other flashers do work, and we've landed a lot of fish over the years on other flashers and whatnot, but for whatever reason that day, every rig that was with anything other than that Brad's Evolution flasher with the release bungee, we did not land a fish. And it wasn't that the guys on the boat aren't good fishermen. Everybody on that boat is a good fisherman, have landed tons of fish for years and years. So nothing new, just using what we know and having confidence in it. Put a heck of a day together. To hook 23 Spring Chinook. We're talking Spring Chinook, not Fall Chinook. So that was a pretty amazing day. Thanks to Toby Wyatt, Scott Kaul, an absolute blast. Jumping out for a quick break. We come back. We'll be right here in the bait lab after this break.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, where the young and old find rest and excitement, not apart. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, oh, geez, come on.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
All Defiance boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why all boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. All Defiance boats come standard with large fish boxes that are fully insulated so that you can ice your fish properly all day. All Defiance boats are foam flotation filled and unsinkable for the ultimate in safety while fishing offshore. Before you buy any boat, stop by or call Defiance Boats today to ensure you are getting the very best glass boat your money can buy.
All right, welcome back here in studio. We are obviously here in the Bait Lab. Bait Lab presentations brought to you by the good folks at Max Lure. Now, a lot of questions came up the other day when we were fishing with Toby Wyatt and Scott Kaul chasing Spring Chinook above the Dalles Dam in reference to the rigging and some of the lures we were using. So obviously the release on the Evolution Flasher by Brad's proved to be very efficient and effective for us on that particular day. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but we also have some tabletop gear. We're talking spinners, prawn spinners, and of course the skinny minis, also rigged with the hoochie. Seemed to gain a lot of questions. A lot of people were inquiring, how do you rig that? And I said, well, we'll get that in the Bait Lab here as we roll through this week and get back into the studio. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now I got a host of gear on the table here. You know, some of this is very efficient, effective for fall Chinook. Some of it crosses over, works well for Spring Chinook as well. So we're just going to kind of cover the gamut. First, let's start with the rod. Obviously with Lamiglass, again, in the Quick series, okay? This is a 1066. Great rod for 360 fishing. This is, in fact, their 360 series. 1066 rated at 17 to 40 pounds. This thing will carry up to and perform very well with a 20-ounce lead for your deeper water fisheries, lower Columbia River, buoy 10, for example, or anytime we got to hang heavy lead on there, 20 ounces, this thing's going to handle it all day long. But it also proved itself working very efficiently with even 6 or 8 ounces. Now, what we're looking at on a 360 rod is it works in conjunction with your rotating flasher. You want a rod that loads up and snaps back, giving that flasher kind of an oblong egg-shaped loop. It's not a circle. These things rotate in kind of an egg-shaped loop. We want that rod to load up and snap it back, putting erratic action on that flasher. And you need a fishing rod that is built and designed to do just that. This 360 Quick Series from Lamiglass gets it done. All right, looking at the tabletop, we have some option here with lures. Now, I will run prawn spinners at times, and I tie them up either with 2 single 3/0 Big River sickle style hooks from Gamakatsu. I really like the anchor point in these hooks that you get down here at the bottom when we're fishing barbless. The hook up to land ratio with these Gamakatsu Big River hooks has gone up substantially just based on the fact that it is a solid anchor point on these hooks when it penetrates and gets in around the jawbone. It's not a rounded hook where it's going to slide off. It gets in there and holds. Some of them I will make with treble hooks on top, but I'm running that coon shrimp or that prawn on the bottom hook. So treble hook's okay. In the river, you can get away with that. Puget Sound, we got to run spinners that are 2 single hooks. And I typically will tie those up on 26 to 28-inch leaders. I like a lot of whip behind the 360 flasher, whether it's on my prawn spinners and or also my mini cup plugs or my skinny minis. So looking at the skinny minis here on the table, I have a couple that are tied just standard with double hooks coming past them. And then, of course, this guy right here was what grabbed a lot of attention as an example with the hoochie. This is a Twisted Sister skinny mini. Now, I'm using that Max Lure stacker bead, just one single stacker bead. It hits that top garage portion on this skinny mini and holds it in check. And then I butt that hoochie right up against it over the top of the hooks. And what that stacker bead does, if you look at where that hook placement is, that top hook basically sits right at the bottom end of your lure. So it's exposed, and then of course you got about 2 inches below, you got the secondary hook. I'm running 2 2/0 on my skinny minis. Rigging the hoochies on there is extremely simple and easy to do. Slide them on top of your leader before you run it through your skinny mini or your mini cup plugs. And the hoochies give a little extra, something, a little extra whip, a little extra action on those lures that seem to drive the fish crazy. Now, pretty simple rigging. Main line coming down. I do run a bumper on top of my braid. It's just the means of, if I'm cutting off line, I'm always cutting monofilament off of my presentation or my rig versus my braid. And so, yeah, I use the VIP slider into a bead chain, into my 24-inch bumper. That goes to your flasher. And again, this is the Brad's Evolution flasher with the disengaging bungee on there, which stretches up to 18 inches while you're fighting that fish. And it's very efficient. If you haven't tried these, you got to give them a try. Not to mention, they have the adjustability with the 3-hole option as far as rigging. Standard, a little bit slower water on your troll, and real slow water down to 0.8 to 1 mile an hour if you need to, like for sockeye. You control this thing in real slow conditions, and it exposes more of that lip, which is going to give it a lot of kick, okay? And then, of course, the bungee just attaches on there like this, and then we hook that bead chain, and now I'm just running that skinny mini on there, again, with the hoochie. This one definitely got it done the other day. It worked very well. We got glow, we got UV, we got chrome, we got chartreuse. We basically have everything a springer could want. I do, again, like running those at 26 to 28 inches for lots of whip, both on my skinny minis and my mini cut plugs. So give that a try. Add a hoochie to those lures, either the mini cut plug or the skinny mini. It's very, very simple to do, and it's very efficient. Again, 26 to 28 and 30-pound test. I put those on 30-pound test, typically fluorocarbon, though you can get away with standard fishing line if you want. But the fluorocarbon is very tough, durable, abrasion resistant, and they can't see it. For storage, I've gone away from wrapping my leaders around boards because of different lengths and everything. Man, I tell you what, real quickly, these G boxes from Gamakatsu absolutely work fantastic. Little snap box, okay? It's got the foam inserts built in with the slots to bury the hooks into. Then I simply lay my lures in here nice and organized. I coil up the leaders and wrap the swivel around it a couple times. I can put a ton of pre-tied skinny minis, mini cut plugs, and even my full-size original skinnies from Brad's and spinners. Whatever I want to put in these G boxes fits right in the grooves, and I like the fact the lid snaps shut and it keeps everything in check, and I don't have a bunch of gear sliding all over making a mess. Check those out with Gamakatsu. I think you're going to like what those do for you. Okay, that's going to do it for us here in the Bait Lab. Any questions, hit us up on social media platforms or email us at www.fishhuntnw.com. Jumping out for a quick break. We'll be back in studio right after this.
The Northwest premier upland bird hunting destination. Located along the beautiful Umatilla River in eastern Oregon. Fully guided bird hunts with expert guides and top-notch dogs. Enjoy comfortable accommodations and gourmet meals at the Riverview Lodge. Book your sensational hunting experience with Horseshoe Curve Outdoors.
Start your outdoor adventure at Sportgo and Outdoor Emporium, 2 locations with the best selection of name brand outdoor gear at affordable warehouse pricing. Over 60,000 different items to fit in your adventure, like Gamakatsu fishing gear, premium grade high carbon steel hooks, Gamakatsu custom designed fillet and boning knives to tackle and storage containers. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Maximize your outdoor adventure with the right gear at Sportgo and Outdoor Emporium, Fife and Seattle.
All right, welcome back here to the program. I want to welcome to the show a longtime friend, good buddy, and one heck of a fisherman, Kaul Buschelman, Willamette Valley Outfitters, www.WillametteValleyOutfittersLLC.com. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Yeah, right on. So, hey, I mentioned at the beginning of the show is our 250th show, and if we look back in the archives, you, my friend, was my very first guest in studio on our opening debut of Fish Hunt Northwest, and now I have you here via Zoom with at 250. It's nice to have you back.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, hey, you're heading back down to Depoe Bay. You started fishing out there, and you've had a few weather challenges, but it's pretty much go time Depoe Bay right now for bottom fish and lingcod, huh?
Yeah, it is. I'll be there through the whole summer. So yeah.
Awesome. What are the limits this season going in Depoe Bay on your bottom fish and your lingcod?
Well, it's changed on the Oregon coast, so
Yeah.
we're allowed 2 lingcod still over 22 inches, and then 4 rockfish. Only 1 could be a canary.
Okay. Yeah.
So and no quillbacks, and we can keep cabezon after July 1st.
Okay, so you basically get a 7 fish limit, or your 6 fish limit. You said 4.
6 fish limit. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 lings and 4 rockfish.
For those not familiar with Depoe Bay, I mean, relatively close fishery. You head out the marina under the bridge, and I mean, you're out there on the ocean, but you're not heading out all that far, are you?
No, we're not. We're within a mile west at the very furthest, and we go north up 7 or 8 miles towards Lincoln City. So we have a reef that runs from Depoe and even south a little bit all the way through Lincoln City. So it's a pretty good fishing area.
Yeah, not too bad. So talk about gear selection or approach. What are you dropping down for the bottom fish, and what are you going after those lingcod with?
Well, the lingcod, I do 2 things. I usually drop herring down there I use like a banana weight, about 10 to 12 ounces, and a regular herring leader, 2 hooks set up with 5/0 or 6/0 hooks, probably like a 3 foot leader, and then just drop that down nice and slow, hit the bottom, crank up, and let it move with the drift. And it seems like the faster the drift, the better. And we just maintain the bottom, and we get bit pretty easy. So. And then if I got guys that know what they're doing, we'll jig for them too with 8-ounce heads and big paddle tail jigs and stuff like that.
Nice. Now, are you crabbing out there as well? You're running combo trips, doing any crabbing?
Yeah, we'll usually always drop crab pots. It's been a little slow this year on the Oregon coast for whatever reason, but it usually picks up when, late summer it'll start picking up again. But we still drop them because we might get a few every day. So
gotcha. Now, I know previously you were pretty excited about your salmon forecast down there on the Oregon coast, and specifically around Depoe Bay. What's the forecast look like, and when does it open? What are you targeting?
Our season starts this year, I think June 7th, and it goes all the way through end of August. And then September 1st, we have our non-select season start on the Oregon coast in our area. It's essentially the month of September is non-select out there for any salmon. Chinook opened up March 15th, I think. We haven't got any Chinook yet because we've been really focusing just on the bottom fish on the days that we're out.
Yeah.
But now that it's getting closer to coho season, once coho season starts, we're going to be doing the combo trips where we do lingcod in the morning, then go salmon fishing if that's what people want. And, the troll is pretty good. We're expecting a decent amount of coho this year, just like last year. I mean, if you look at what the Columbia is projecting, it's pretty good. And a lot of those coho that we are getting during that June, July season are heading up to the Columbia River of some sort. So
gotcha. You gotta love those combo days, especially if the weather allows you to get out and get after both of them. Is that a 360 flasher lead, with lead, and what are you dragging behind the 360 if that's what you're using?
Yeah, the 360s, I'm using the Evo flasher. I used it last year, and our hook to land ratios were pretty good, especially with the barbed hooks. The one thing that people don't realize with those Evos, when them things do pop off, like on a fish and you miss it, they're still fishing and rolling. That flash still has a roll to it. I mean, obviously we want to fix it, but God, we landed a lot of fish on those. And then I'm using the Brads, either the mini cut plugs. Now I'll be using the skinny minis.
For sure.
I also use like an Alaska spinner deal with a big hoochie as well.
So. Gotta love going after the coho in the ocean on the 360s and lead, not having to use downriggers or anything like that. It's a heck of a lot of fun. So it's like being in the river, but you're in the ocean. Well, hey, it blows by here pretty quick. Never enough time. Just want to do a quick check-in with you and look forward to getting down there. End of July, we're slated to jump on the boat with you and chase some lingcod, some bottom fish, and some salmon. Something to look forward to. So I can't wait.
Yep, should be fun. Thanks again.
All right, booking trips, I'm assuming. So we'll have folks look you up, www.WillametteValleyOutfittersLLC.com, and book that trip with Kyle. So, all right, buddy, keep in touch.
All right. We'll see you.
You got it. All right, Kaul Buschelman. Look him up, book your trip. You're going to have a fantastic time. He's one heck of a fisherman. Jumping out for a quick break. We'll be back after this. Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far. A place where discovery and history thrive for young eyes and old alike. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
All right, welcome back as we wind it down here. I want to remind everybody, hey, we're only a couple days away from the 5th annual Fish on Northwest Kids Trout Derby. It's coming up quick. Boy, we've been busy the last couple of weeks. We got so much going on here, getting ready for that thing. And boy, sounds like a lot of you are interested. The social media platform's been very busy, and we're getting a lot of emails and stuff, signing up as many folks as we can for the guide boats. We're about maxed out. We have 6 or 7 guide boats this year, so that's pretty exciting. Lots of kids looking to participate, catch their first trout. I mean, we have so much going on there. As I mentioned, we have the guide boats to take advantage of if you are a family showing up without a boat or the means to fish. Now, this is for kids 14 and under, Saturday, May 17th, and daylight start basically at the lake. We'll open up the trout pond at the facility, that the Summit Lake Community Center, around 8 a.m. We'll have breakfast getting served by Mission Outdoors. We will have the trout pond open, like I said, at 8 a.m. for kids 5 and under, and they're going to win as many great prizes as the big kids do who fish out on the lake. There's games to keep the kids occupied while the weigh-in's going in. You have to be in line by 11 a.m. to get your fish checked in. It's just really a great event that's building over the years, and we just, the amount of folks that come out in the community and the amount of communications we're getting and folks inquiring about what it's all about and what we're doing. Thanks to our sponsors, I think we landed about, 23, 24 sponsors this year and generated a lot of extra monies. We're able to do some great stuff. And for you parents, you definitely want to show up. We have some amazing prizes for the adult raffle, and they're in tackle boxes and bags and all types of great stuff that you're going to want. And the adult raffle is ideal because all that money we turn around next year and put back into the derby. It pays for all the kids' t-shirts and the raffle tickets and all that. So looks like the weather might be a little questionable this weekend. We're hoping for dry skies in the morning to get through the kids' derby. Either way, lots to do. Hope to see you at the derby. Going to be a great weekend. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Get outdoors, get something done. We'll see you next time right here at Fish on Northwest.